Retro Modern Gamer Saturday, and we are on the iAmDjGamerPodcast. I got my guest. She is a returning guest. How's it going, clever girl?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. We're doing excellent. Despite the delay, it's all good. Sometimes, it's better. It's for so God reasons, whatever. It didn't happen last week, so we are on this week. So it's all good.
Yes, thank you very much for having me back. I had so much fun last time, so I'm excited for today and to talk about all things Resident Evil Village. I am very, very excited to talk about
There
that
you
today.
go. There you go. It's okay. So, I see you doing your thing with the Resident Evil Village, but anything else you got going on before we get into that? Like anything that you want to let us in on, what you got going on?
Yes, I am dropping a merch line soon. So I'm going to have my own merch store set up. It's not going to be like specific to CleverGirl237. Like I wanted to make gamer apparel and merch that like I would wear, you know what I mean? Like if I found it in a store, and every time I search for like gamer clothing, I don't really like what I find. So I'm like, fuck it, let's just like make my own. So so I've been working on that. I've got 3 designs already ready to go, so it's probably going to be dropping maybe mid next month, but I'll definitely let everybody know about that. I'm really, really, really stoked. These designs are really sick. Like I'm just really excited. So watch for my merch line coming soon.
There you go, everybody. So we got some merch coming your way, and I remember you telling me about it, and I was like, okay. I'm always about supporting. I'm always about that because hey, more gamer gear that we, if you have an input, I'm pretty sure other people feel the same way. Sometimes they look at the gamer t-shirts and they probably don't like what they see. So, bam, here we go.
Exactly. I'm like, let's take things into my own hands. So I'm really excited to share for sure.
Yes, and that's how it should be. Creative minds, sometimes you got to come up with your own design, and like I said, people probably relate to that. So, so
exactly. So I'm excited for everyone to see.
Nice. Okay, so I remember a while back we talked about this. Is I believe before Village was coming out. We kind of discussed it a little bit. So let's take me to when you got the game. You're like, okay, let's go.
So like everyone was hyping it up all around me. Like I have a couple friends who play Resident Evil hardcore like I do, and they were messaging me going, have you got it yet? And I was like, no. To be honest, I was like a month behind everybody because like I just didn't have the bandwidth to be playing it at that time and stuff. So I had to wait, which was terrible. Like I couldn't watch any of my friends stream it because I wanted to avoid spoilers. Like I tried to stay away from like all like the Resident Evil subreddit, like things like that. So when it came time to finally getting the game, like my heart was like skipping a beat. Like I actually recorded like it downloading. I put it on my Instagram because I was so excited. But yeah, it was hyped up for me like for so long, and people kept hitting me up like over and over and over again. They're like, have you played it? I'm like, no, I still haven't played it yet. I have to wait a little while. But eventually, like a month after it was released, I think I got to play it. So I was so stoked.
Right? I mean, imagine waiting a month. So it was kind of hard not to go through your Instagram or go through social media and not see the game, because when the game came out, it was it was all over. It was very popular. Again, people were hyped. There was a big hype train behind the game, regardless.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like Lady D was like all over the place. That's like all I knew about it. Like all I knew was like Lady D. That's like all I knew. I knew Ethan was in it and Lady D.
We forgot about Ethan. It was the whole Lady D show. It was like RE Resident Evil Lady D. That was that could have been the title.
The subtitle, exactly. That's so funny. It's true though. It's true. Like she like made it. I feel like she was the reason why it went viral in the first place before it was even released. But yeah, like that's all I knew about the game was there's a big tall vampire lady.
No,
that's all I knew.
I know for a fact that even that people that did not play Resident Evil played this because of Lady D.
Yeah.
they didn't know nothing about the story. They didn't know nothing, but they knew that Lady D was in this, and this was the first Resident Evil they tapped into.
This is so ridiculous. Capcom definitely knew what they were doing. They
Yes,
knew what
they
they were
did.
doing. I swear.
Yes, they did. They really did. And to be honest, sometimes that's all it takes. Maybe they got into this game and they're like, you know what? I want to know about the story, and that takes them back to playing all the games. So, hey,
right,
it works out. It
exactly.
works. All right, so you were all hyped. Just take me down this road.
Yeah, so I can't remember if I think I played the demo. I played the demo when Demo Weekend came out. So I did get to play it. I did play that hour demo the weekend that it was available to me. So I do remember doing that, and I was like, ooh, after it was done, I was like, ooh, I want more, because I feel like I was really like wasting my time. I'm always like trying to explore like every part, so I feel like I wasted all my time during that demo. But when I was done, and I knew Resident Evil Village was going to be like a masterpiece, because it left me like wanting to play more and more. So I did the demo, got the game. Hey, Metzger, I see somebody in chat. I got the game, and then I decided, since this was getting hyped up so much, I decided that my first stream of the actual game, aside from the demo, was going to be a charity stream. So I decided to kind of roll my like Resident Evil 8 debut into a charity stream, which was like probably like the funnest stream of my entire life. Like, I think about it, and it's just, when I think about all the streams I've ever done, like playing Resident Evil Village for the first time as a charity stream was like, that takes the cake. Like, it was like probably one of the most memorable moments of my entire like streaming career.
Hey, and I remember telling you, I said, "Oh, this is big." I said, "You know what? We should definitely link up, do something for charity."
Yeah.
So that's, we still got to set that up. But yeah, I did that's exactly the same thing that I'm trying to be on. Do streaming for not just to be doing stream, but do it for a cause. On top of that, that's that's good. That's So yeah, we definitely gonna set that up.
Exactly. It like made me thirsty just to do like charity streams all the time. But yeah, playing that first, loading it up was just, it was magical. It was a great moment. It was a great day. Like, I streamed. I don't have a lot of time to stream these days, but the day I streamed Resident Evil Village for the first time, I streamed for like 4 hours or something like that, which is like a lot for me. And that kind of attested to how badly I wanted to play that game. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so out the gate, you played the demo. Now we're playing the real game. What was the sense? What was the feel for you?
At first, it was kind of weird, like, because I have a lot of people that are, like I said, hardcore Resident Evil fans that I know, and a lot of them were kind of wanting to like boycott the game because it didn't have a Resident Evil feel to them. But to me, I feel like when I first started playing, and like I said, it was kind of weird. Like, there's just weird enemies, like the werewolves, like the new type of like zombie, I guess. Are they like mold? They're infected. I don't know, but I thought in my head, every Resident Evil has these weird like monsters. They have these weird settings. So this isn't that out of pocket for Resident Evil. So when I first started playing it, I was kind of like new. It was kind of like, what the hell is this? But at the same time, it was also familiar, because that's like literally every Resident Evil game has these weird, new, like crazy bad guys, crazy monsters. So it was new. It took a little bit of getting used to, but it was great. Like loading in the first time, going straight into the village. Ooh, it was an experience.
Right. Yeah. And I did get that from people that, oh yeah, this game is not Resident Evil. Well, of course it's not the Resident Evil we know. It's a new story. It's Ethan. It's, if you played Biohazard, that was not Resident Evil that we know. Like, it wasn't that. It wasn't no zombies. It was the different story. So we need that, and everybody eventually, that Capcom's gonna go back to the zombies. They will go back to that. But it's good to throw in these different versions of a Resident Evil, because it all ties in. Because throughout the game, if you saw the Umbrella logo, I'm not trying to give it up, but I mean, something behind the Umbrella through Village. So
right. Exactly. Oh, is this a spoiler-free zone?
You know what?
Okay.
We're gonna drop it. No, people. It's already been months.
Okay.
If you didn't play this, and yes, we're just gonna drop. What we know.
Okay.
Yeah, what we know and what we experience and all that. So yeah, you know what? We're gonna drop it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because yes, I have lots of thoughts about the ending.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Lots of thoughts about the ending when we get there.
That's right, Kevin. And it keeps people guessing, so it's kind of good.
Yes,
exactly. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so definitely again, it's something new, something we can reflect on, but it was good. I didn't think it needed to be boycotted. I did not think that. I was just like, okay, this is different. This is good. So
yeah, I was going to ask you, how did you feel about like werewolves and vampires? Because
I mean, I love that already. I love that, and I like the way they implemented just like the families, like the four. They like you had your werewolves, you had the vampires, you had the what was that strange looking like a fish? What was his name?
Fish man.
And you had Lady Miranda too. So mm-hmm. I like that she was like the head of all that, and and it was definitely something different. But again, like I said, I accepted it. I'm like, it'll all make sense at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it didn't. When I first heard vampires and werewolves, I was like, woo. But then again, like I said, they're evolving. Every one of these Resident Evil games is like hella different from the other. Mm-hmm. And it, like you said, if you play the game through and you don't just like go, oh fuck this game, it's got werewolves and vampires in it. Then you understand the lore and like how it ties into the rest of the series.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Everybody, if you haven't played it, as soon as you start getting into this game, you will start unveiling things that connect to Resident Evil, connect to Umbrella. It does.
Exactly.
Right? Once you got into, I think, what was it, her lab, you start unveiling things. I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
She was like one of the people that got behind, like, you need to do this. Create Umbrella. She's like, I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, it was such a crazy like whoa moment. At first I didn't really get it because I was kind of like my brain was just going off because of I feel like maybe if I'm jumping ahead, but I feel like the ending was kind of like there's so much going on, so much to take in that I really wasn't like understanding at first like what was happening when I was reading like all the notes in the lab that tied everything into the rest of the series and like Spencer and the formation of Umbrella. Yeah, Matt, she knew George Trevor. Yeah, it and they talked about the virus coming from like Resident Evil 5. Like it tied into like everything. So like if you're out there and you're a Resident Evil fan and you're like hesitant about playing this because you think it like doesn't fit in the series, play it please because it makes everything make sense. Yes. It really does. It really does. Yeah.
So okay, so if you had. Did you think the order of the bosses was cool or?
This is kind of. Yeah, I feel like they obviously threw Lady D in first.
Too early, no.
Too early. I feel like they did that on purpose to suck you in because the castle was beautiful. The castle was so amazing. The Lady D and her daughters. Oh my god. First of all, they're hot characters. Like, they're just hot. Like, Capcom had no business doing that. So I feel like they put them in there to draw them in, you know what I mean? And kind of set the stage. But I don't know. The order of the baddies is kind of to me. Only because, like, they had, it was her, and then it was, what's Donna, how do you say her name? Beneviento, I think. Yeah. With the puppet. And
with the puppet.
That was like the scariest shit of my life.
Yes, the puppet. Dad was like, oh,
Jesus, I can get into that. But they did her, and then it was the fish guy, Moro. He was so lame and not scary and like easy. And then they had Heisenberg. Yeah, I think that having Heisenberg as the ending may have been most appropriate because part was definitely like the longest for me and the most difficult. But they probably like should have switched things around a little bit with the castle and maybe like the puppeteer. I don't know. But the placement of the fish guy just kind of like killed the energy levels for me. Like, because he just was lame. I didn't like him at all. Like, it was.
He was the lamest. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to kill Lady D out the gate. I didn't want to kill her. I was like, oh.
It's like, rest in peace. I love you. Goodbye.
Tears coming down my eyes, just like boom, full of tears. I was like, dude, I thought I was gonna face her, like, at least close to the end.
I know.
I was like,
yeah, they totally just threw it. I feel like they put her first thing up front and center just to suck you in because she was so hyped up. She was so hyped up, man.
Yeah, because honestly, I wanted more. Call me crazy, but I wanted more time in that castle. That castle, the level of details and just the way they went in with that whole design. It was like, it was amazing. That's why I was like, oh, well, that's it.
Metzger says, for a little while, I thought Lady D was going to come back. He was in denial. Yeah, no, I agree with you, dude. Like, I was so sad when I had to kill her. And the castle was like one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in any of the games. I really feel rushed through that level.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, it really makes you feel a sense of urgency because you're getting chased around by 4 different people, not just one. And I feel like I didn't explore everything that I could have. I'm gonna do another round of it, probably offline, just to kind of take my time. Yeah. But the castle was just like, it was beautiful. I think they should have saved it for maybe second to last.
Yes,
at least.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was just like, castle was amazing. I said, and then I was just like, just to kill her out the gate. I said, come on, no.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, can I just skip and come back to her? Can
I just leave?
Can I leave? You know what? I'm not gonna face you yet. I'm gonna go over here, but they don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's kind of surprised me too. And like the way, like, I don't know, I was sad about that. But yeah, like the castle was just it was a beautiful, beautiful. I wish I could have spent more time in there for sure. I'm definitely going to play it again just so I can kind of walk around and not be so worried about getting killed every 2 seconds.
Yes, right. Well, let me explore this. Let me enjoy this.
Exactly.
No, yeah, I did. I thought the order of the way the bosses were, I said, what? Because it just became a thing where it's just like, damn, I don't want to kill her. Like, I don't know. And it wasn't just me because I asked other gamers. So I said, hey, did you have that sense that you didn't want to kill Lady D? Like, not so quickly? And they're like, yeah, it was weird. I said, yeah, exactly. I said, man, I didn't want to kill her.
Yeah,
I did not want to kill her.
No, I agree. I was pretty upset on stream. I was like, no, rest in peace. I'm sorry. I don't
want to you. I think they would have definitely got away with this if they would have been like, you didn't kill her. She will be back. Because they could have easily saved her for another game.
I know.
Literally legit could have made that work.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. She was amazing.
Yes, they could have saved her, go to another game. I'm like, because no lie, people, like I said, people were just so hyped off Lady D that they could have like not killed her off. Could have been in another game. Agreed.
Yeah, they hyped her up so much, and she's just like a fan. She's like a cult following now. Like you said, people that don't even like Resident Evil are like Lady D. Mm-hmm. So even like my brother who hasn't played since like Resident Evil 4, he's like, oh, Lady D. Like
see what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly. Wesker says you never know, they could Wesker her up.
For real. Funny. Yes, they probably could. I'm like, honestly, it could not. It wouldn't. If they would do that and it would not make sense, we would not care.
Yeah, we would not care. Give it to us.
We would not care. Oh, this don't fit, but she's back.
Just give it to us.
Yeah.
Some DLC. Get to play as Lady D and their daughters.
She came back resurrected or something.
Hell yeah. That'd be the shit. I'd play the shit out of that.
See what I'm saying? Like, she could have had her own DLC. Oh, that would have been perfect.
I agree.
So puzzles, Resident Evil always has its puzzles. What did you think? What did you feel for this one?
So I hate puzzles. I hate them.
And you picked one hell of a game
I know.
to hate puzzles.
I know. Like I think it's very. I thought it was very endearing. I don't know. It was very endearing and nostalgic to have puzzles like reintroduced, because I feel like I don't remember. I don't think Resident Evil 7 had any puzzles really. Like
no.
Too bad. Yeah, I don't remember any puzzles there. 6 definitely didn't. Not 5. Fuck that. But yeah, I was quite pleased at the puzzles that they introduced, because it reminded me a lot of like Resident Evil 1, and it brought me back there. I feel like this game kind of incorporated different elements from very different Resident Evils, which was like a cool melting pot. So having the little puzzles here and there was just kind of like a cool addition to everything for sure. But I overall hate them, but they weren't too terrible. They weren't like, oh, I'm going to be stuck here for 10 hours trying to figure this out. They were really interesting and fun to do for someone who hates puzzles. Like, yeah, they were all right. I didn't have to think too hard. I only had to ask chat like 10 times. No.
There you go. See, but that is the beauty of it, that you can go and research and find it how to get through it.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. No, I liked them. Like, they weren't, like I said, too difficult, which is appreciative, because I really hate puzzle games. I'm just like, I don't want to think. I just want to go like shoot some zombies,
murder and stuff.
I just want to murder. Yeah,
murder things. So. Capcom, don't throw these tough puzzles, man. We just want to go here, murder these zombies, the bosses. Keep it a little simple. I don't mind.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I thought it was cute. I thought it was quaint. I thought it added some nostalgia for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gun selection. What did you think about the gun selection here on this one?
I felt like there were so many to choose from. Like, it was like, and that's going back to like what I just said, the whole adding melting pot things in. It definitely brought me back to Resident Evil 4. That's for sure. I felt like the gun selection was pretty great. I don't remember using like some things like my sniper rifle. I barely touched.
Yeah.
So I felt like there's some things that I really didn't need included, but I thought the selection was pretty good. What about you?
Same here. I'll be honest. I don't think Resident Evil ever had a sniper selection, but like this is like the first one, right? Because I didn't really use it either.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
To me, when it boils down to Resident Evil, it's handguns, shotguns, and then you get that crazy one at the end, or the rocket launcher.
Yes.
That's what it is for me. Like Resident Evil games and stuff like that, it's always been about the handguns. Shotguns for sure. It's just like you need a shotgun in Resident Evil, and semi. You get either a semi rifle, automatic rifle. But I thought it was good. Again, I maybe used it twice.
Yes.
Maybe twice, but nothing more than that. But the gun selection was a lot. It was a lot to select from.
It was a lot to pick from, which is cool. But then it gets confusing to me sometimes when I'm trying to pick out stats and things like that. But like I said, like the rifle I like didn't use barely. I had like so much rifle ammo, but like none of like handgun ammo and things like that. So maybe it's just me. I'm really bad at like organizing my inventory, and I'm really bad about just unloading like shells on something when I can just use something different to kill it off in like one. So I don't know.
Like, you have to unload your whole shells. You could have just stabbed them.
Yeah, exactly. I could have used some more. Oh my god! So I didn't know that I could get a recipe for magnum ammo from the dude.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. So I went like the whole game, and shotgun shells. I went like almost the whole game without knowing either one of those things. So I only was given like a couple magnum rounds, which I used on that giant guy in Heisenberg's factory. It took him down to like 2 shots. But then besides that, I just used my handgun like through the whole game. Then the shotgun's like my BFF in Resident Evil games for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you're dead ass like right. Like you have to have a shotgun to play these games.
Yeah, that is for sure. Like I said, to me it just always boils down to your handgun and your shotgun in Resident Evil games. That's just
exactly.
That is it. So yeah, but nonetheless, the weapon selection, I thought it was cool. I thought it was good. Yeah. Don't have anything negative to say about it. It's just like maybe the sniper rifle was not needed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could replace that with something else. But to me, it wasn't like you could have gone without it. You could have gone without it.
Agreed. Yeah, because I had so much of that ammo left over. It was ridiculous. Metzger said nobody used that Scorpion. I don't remember using it either. Like, I don't ever even remember taking it out. Yeah. So maybe on next playthrough, I don't know.
Yeah, so weapon selection was cool. What else? What was the most difficult part of this game for you getting through it?
The most difficult part for the game for me, navigating that village, man. Like, it was so confusing at times. Like, I would get turned around, you'd run into like little parts where it shows on the map you could go through, but then you can't. Like, I got lost in the village specific area like at least like 2 times for like 30-45 minutes each, which is terrible when you're like, especially when you're trying to stream it and you have like people watching.
You're getting lost. You're getting...
Oh my god. Yeah, so I had to have people like help me at some points. So it was navigating the village specifically. The way the map was laid out was just like, I don't understand this shit. But that was probably the worst thing. Everything else was like so straightforward and like so linear. Like the only other things too was I know that I missed a lot of stuff. Like, I think there was like I think you could trigger like another one of those giant guys to come after you in the village, and that never happened to me. I never found a couple of the treasures, like, so I kind of missed some stuff too. So that was kind of the most difficult part for me, because that could have made my game a lot easier had I found all that stuff.
All that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Navigating the village for me. Did you have problems navigating, or was I just the dum-dum? And
No, you're not. You weren't. We could be 2 dum-dums on that one, because I had some problems too.
Oh my god! I kept looking at my map every like 2 seconds. Like, what? Like,
no, you weren't alone on that one. I also had a little issues navigating through the map, and then I'm just like thinking, okay, I know I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff on this first run, and then the necklace, I gotta, Lady D's necklace, I gotta put all that together, and I'm like, oh man, I missed a lot.
Yes,
I missed a lot.
Same.
Oh, that's the beauty of it.
Oh, I missed 2 of those guys apparently, according to chat. Nice.
Yeah. When we know now the second time around.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because I think anybody the first time around you miss stuff. That's just a given. And then when you find out about it, that's when you're like, the second time, like, you know what? Let me find out what I missed entirely, so I can just go ahead and do this. So
exactly. Now that I know, I'm like, I can go back and like maybe find, like, because I didn't find any of the meat that the Duke needed for to complete a recipe, like, at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, where? I feel like I searched everywhere. So now I need to go back and find some, like, the fish and things like that, because I feel like I looked everywhere and I didn't find them. So that was difficult. Like, just missing things. It was easy to miss things sometimes. For
yes.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that is for sure. A Resident Evil game is like, what? I didn't see that. I didn't know it was there. And then you find out it was just like a simple turn, or a simple, you move something and it's there.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's always there, but
yeah.
Okay. So, ending. What did you think about the ending?
Oh my god. Okay. I could talk about the ending for days. Like, I don't think I'm emotionally recovered from this game. This game, like, really traumatized me, and I cried actual tears on stream. If you guys saw me play the end, like, I was crying. I was like on the verge of ugly crying. When I got off the stream, I did ugly cry. And that is like probably what sealed the deal for like this game being like a masterpiece to me, because I've never gotten emotional over a Resident Evil game before. Like it's never been something emotional for me, but this game just, first of all, like, they made Rosemary. Rosemary looks exactly like my daughter. Like, so.
Oh, you were like, you were locked in this game for sure.
I was done. Like, the second they showed her and crying at the beginning and stuff, I was like, oh my god. I was like, this game has a baby in it. Like, I get emotional now over that type of stuff. So I was like, I'm doomed. I'm doomed. Like, if anything happens to this child. Then they had the whole, if you're watching, you haven't played the game yet, close your ears because you're here at the end. Like, Ethan dies, and he's like, here, take the baby. And just like, oh my god, like, why did they do that? And so people kept telling me, watch to the end. And as I was watching the credits, I said, it would be so cool if, like, they had Resident Evil 9 be like 15 years in the future and have Rose be the main character, and then bam, like they have that ending. Yeah, I was freaking out. Like I could not stop crying and yelling. Like it was so good. And I just, oh my God, I'm not emotionally recovered. I watched my friend play it the other night on Twitch, and he beat it, and I was like crying like all over again.
All over.
Why they do us like that? I don't know, but it was so good. Like I'm so happy that Resident Evil kind of added that element to it, because like Resident Evil is like so fun to play, but I've never felt like it had a heart. You know what I mean? And it just added like a completely like story to it that like completely pulled your heartstrings, and now you're like emotionally invested in playing this game. I am anyway.
Oh yeah, going forward. Yeah. If that game did that for you, oh yeah, that's it forever, ever tied up to that.
Exactly. I was shocked, like when they kept alluding to like Ethan being dead and stuff like that, and I was like, no, that's not true. And then it was true, and then I died and as well. So
yeah, I mean, 2 games. We got Ethan for 2 games. I was just like, I just the way he died, I was just like, oh my God. I said, damn, this is real. He's gone. You're not, so you do get investedly tied up emotionally to these characters, especially again, like you said, out the gate, they had a baby that looks like your baby. I'm like, oh yeah, you're screwed.
I'm done. I was like, I'm done, man. How do you feel about Ethan, like in general, about his character? Do you like his character? Like, do you think he could have like done things differently? Like, how do you feel about Ethan in general? Because I know a lot of people that are like, he's boring. Like, why do they have him? Let's bring back Leon. Let's bring back Jill. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Like, no, I thought Ethan was good. I didn't think he was like boring or anything, and we've had Leon. How many games have we had Leon for? It's it's okay.
Jill.
Yeah, it's okay. Ethan was good. I mean, it explained a whole lot now, because I mean, if you play Biohazard and you're like, damn, this boy can take some punishment.
Right.
Like this boy could take some punishment, and it all ties in. Everybody play Village, and it would all make sense. What Ethan is, it will 100% makes sense of what happened Biohazard to, it all makes sense. So if you play it, then you'll be like, oh, okay. And then you maybe have a different input on Ethan. Ethan was good.
Yes.
I thought Ethan would play a good Resident Evil character. So, it was something new. Again, it was something new characters, new storyline for sure. So I thought Ethan did good for 2 games.
I agree with you, like 100%. Like at first, Resident Evil 7, playing Biohazard, you're like, who is this guy? Like, who is this person? You can't even see his face. I think they did that. I think I read they did that because they intended it to be in VR. So you wanted to feel like Ethan. So, but they kind of humanized him in this game by giving him a, good backstory, making him like the hero dad. Like, I feel like Ethan is probably one of my new favorite characters, actually, because he's just normal. He was just a normal guy. Like, he wasn't like a part of like, stars. Yes. He's not like a Leon Kennedy. He's just a normal guy.
Yeah.
And trying to save his kid. Like, I think that is so endearing. I think that is so honorable. And like, I've seen so many people like on the internet just like shitting on his character. And I'm just like, why? Like, you guys get enough Leon. Like, you guys get enough Jill, like Claire, like, come on, give Ethan a chance. But they really humanized him in this game, and I'm glad that they did, because you don't really get to know him, I feel like, during Biohazard. I didn't anyways. Like, I didn't feel a connection to him whatsoever. Or Mia, for that instance, because I didn't heal her in 7. I gave the thing to Zoe.
Oh, you gave it to Zoe? You gave it to Zoe?
Yeah, much to the dismay of my whole chat. They were like, what are you doing? I'm like, she tried to kill me.
What are you doing? You gave it to Zoe.
Yup.
But no, definitely agree with you. He wasn't part of no special elite unit or nothing. He was just a regular guy.
Yeah.
Trying to find, Biohazard, trying to see where his chick went, like, what the hell, where you at? I'm going to look for you. So that was definitely a much needed thing we needed, because it's just like, okay, nah, he's not even like special, no unit, no train. It was an average Joe trying to look for his girl, and then he walked into all of that.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 100%. Yeah, I gained so much respect for Ethan in this game, and I miss him, and I'm sad that he is dead. But now I'm very happy that Rosemary is going to go avenge him. Who do you think? Oh my God. Who do you think is that person who walked up at the end? Do you remember at the end of the game where they're in the car and there's someone walks up? Who was that? Who do you think that was? I have no idea.
I don't know. I have no idea. See, I like that they did that because it could easily be somebody walking, but it can also be somebody in the RE universe. It could be that. It could be somebody. But my thing is that I was like, they are watching her so hard. Like, you see when the dude, hey, I got the. If she starts freaking out, I'm gonna shoot her.
Yeah.
It's like, oh damn.
Yeah,
I'm just curious to see what you know. Yeah, what is she gonna have? What does she have? What does she possess? Like, what is you know? I'm curious about that.
I'm so curious about that because I know she's got special powers now, and I'm wondering what they are, or if she could possibly be turned evil again. Probably not, but I don't know. With these games, they're just slow crazy.
You just don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, Metzger says Ethan Winters is like the new Harry Mason from Silent Hill. Running through hell. Yeah. That's a good comparison for sure.
That is definitely a good comparison. That is for sure a good comparison to that.
Yep. For sure. So. I miss Ethan though. I wish I would have got to know him more during Biohazard, but I feel like I said again, they completely humanized him in this game and they made him he's like a true hero. Like, come on. Anybody that hates Ethan is just weird hater.
Look, we're getting through this game. It's hard to hate Ethan. I'm like, dude, you gonna hate on Ethan?
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't. No, even if you started as a Ethan hater, you will not be an Ethan hater getting through this game. There's just no, you got no soul. You're a horrible person. You still feel that you hate Ethan after this game. No,
it's true. No, it's true though.
It's true. No.
Yeah, and I feel like again, people that are like, "Oh, this isn't a Resident Evil game. It's got vampires and werewolves." They're missing out like on a fantastic story. So please, again, if you're watching and you think that this like just sucks because there's vampires and werewolves, that's not all there is to it. Like, there's so much more.
There's so much more tied into other games. The story. It all ties in, everybody. So just give it a shot. Believe me, you will like it. And this will definitely kickstart. If this is your first Resident Evil game, it will kickstart you to go play the others. So,
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So that is good. All right. Did you get a like? Do you think they needed more of a like a Mr. X or a Nemesis on your ass in this one?
Not really. I feel like the pacing was okay, and I feel like if there was somebody on my ass the entire time, I would not have been able to enjoy it. Like, but that's just me because like I have anxiety all the time. So like when I play Resident Evil 2 and like I have like Mr. X or like a Nemesis like just chasing me or Tyrant, like it's anxiety inducing. So like I'm glad they did not have a persistent character because there was things in there that was scary enough. Like I cannot stop thinking about that giant baby. Like that was like the scariest shit I've ever seen in a Resident Evil game. Like, what was Capcom even thinking? Like, who did this? Like, oh my God. Like, I feel like it was perfect pacing. They did not need to add all of that. Because I feel like in 7, they had them chasing you around the house a little bit, you know? And I'm not a super fan of, like, the running and hiding. Only because, like I said, I have, like, such bad anxiety, and these horror games don't really help it.
They don't help. I bet they don't help.
No, but I love them for some reason. So I'm glad that they didn't have that. Like I think the pacing was fantastic. I had a lot of people say like the game was too short, but I'm like no. Like it was I think it was perfectly fine.
Same here. I was just like, just please don't have these fools on my ass trying to get some stuff. I said, please don't. Maybe if it's Lady D, it's a little different. I will take that a little different, maybe. But I was just like, that was a nice relief that they weren't chasing you like like, you know, Mr. X. If y'all know Mr. X, you know what Mr. X is about. He is on that ass. You can't even do nothing comfortably because as soon as you run into him, you're like, you won't get away from him.
No. I feel like they kind of had that element in the castle with the daughters and Lady D, but like, no, I'm grateful they didn't have anything like chase. I can't like with number 3 and number 2 with. No, and then you hear the music coming, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore.
You're like so focusing on something, and then you hear it, you're like, oh damn, where's he at? I gotta start running, because then you gotta run, hide, drop him, and then run back to where you were trying to do. It's it could get a little crazy with that.
Yep, it's a little bit annoying. So thank you for not putting that in the game, Capcom. We appreciate you.
That is definitely. Mr. X is so bad in the original. I mean, I barely remember playing Resident Evil 2, the original. I played all the original ones, but they were ported to Nintendo 64. So I like barely remember them because I only did them one time, and that was like half my lifetime ago. So I don't really remember like at all. All right. So if you could have 5 dinner guests from the Resident Evil universe, who would they be? Dead or alive? They, you know, hey, send the invite. They coming for dinner. Who's coming for dinner?
Okay, so definitely Leon. I'm sorry. I am such like a crazy person for Leon Kennedy. Like Leon has to be there because
no, really?
Yes, I got a crush on him.
You fool me. Nah, I knew Leon was gonna be in this list.
He has to be, man. Like I got a crush on him since Resident Evil 4 drops in like 2004. Okay?
Yes,
but he has to be there just so I can like eyeball him during dinner.
Okay, so we got Leon. All right.
Probably. Oh my God, this is so hard. I want Jill there because I love Jill. I don't think they give Jill enough time in this universe. Like, what are they even doing with her after Revelations, which I'm about to start today?
Nice.
So I want Jill there. Let's see. I would probably I would definitely invite the merchant from Resident Evil 4. Hell yes. He seems like he would be a fun drinking buddy. Like, I would want to listen to his stories and just, like, drink with him. For sure.
Okay.
Let's see. Who else would I invite? Lady D. Come on. Like.
Oh, come on. I was going to let you. I said, I just want to see if she go invite her.
I feel so basic for saying that, but man, she's so freaking hot. Like, I would definitely want her, but she'd probably try to eat everyone. You know, I don't know. She'd be the best guest.
Hey, for sure, you know she's bringing the wine over. For sure, you know she's bringing wine.
She's bringing the wine, baby.
You know that. She is supplying the wine.
She making wine for everybody that night. Oh my God.
You're like, she's gonna make sure y'all all better drink this.
Yeah. Oh my God. So I had Lady D, I had the merchant, I had Leon, and I had Jill. Who else would I invite to?
That's 4. So who's that last person you're gonna invite to the dinner?
My God, not Ashley Graham. She's so annoying. I don't want to invite Chris Redfield. I don't know really why I wouldn't want to invite him. Let's see. I'm kind of leaning towards Ada Wong just because I also have a crush on her. Well, that'd be interesting to have her and Leon at the same day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But no, probably Ada, just because I think she's a badass, and I would just like want to hang out with her and be like, oh, you're such a badass lady. Please teach me like your skills. I don't know. That'd be my weird like dinner party. I can't think of any gross monsters in the game that I would invite.
Oh no, no. You invite a liquor. Nah, that
invite a liquor.
Dude will be on top of the dinner, you know.
Oh my God. Not cool. Not cool.
Imagine having Mr. X and the Mrs. at the dinner.
Oh my God, no.
Everybody be running. And
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What about you? Who would you invite to your dinner party, your Resident Evil dinner party?
For sure, Leon. That's just like I just want to talk to him. Like, man, your first day on the job was crappy. I mean, you never really had a good. Hey, welcome to the phone. You never had that. So Jill for sure.
Hell yeah.
Ada.
Yes.
You know what? We're gonna invite the Duke.
Yes.
He looked like he could, have himself a nice time at the dinner.
Yeah. I almost said him too.
The Duke. Yes, the Duke. Lady D.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ethan.
Oh yeah. Ethan. You could finally see his face.
Yes, Ethan. We just got to keep Lady D and Ethan away, where we're gonna keep them separated. Separated.
You guys have to sit at the opposite ends of the table, please. That's funny. No, have you ever seen Ethan's face, like for real? Because I feel like I haven't. I saw people like making memes, but I don't know if that's his actual face or not. I've always just seen like a shadow on his face.
One thing I will say that Resident Evil going forward need to implement is just like, you either can go from first person to third person. Like people are already doing that. They're doing the mods. They're doing all of that already. So
right.
Yeah, you know what? They should have put a face to Ethan, because it's just we kind of know what he looks like, but we always see his hands and getting hurt and all. That's all we see.
Yeah, exactly. Just his hands over and over and over. I knew there was something, and I said while I was playing, I was like, how does this guy keep getting his hands cut off over and over? I was like, I bet he's, something's up with him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, literally 5 minutes after I said that, they're like, oh, you're dead. That's how you regenerate all the time. And I was like, oh, yeah, I knew something was up. Yeah.
Nah, but that's definitely the beauty about these games. And I'm glad you enjoyed the heck out of it. And that's why we're here talking about it. Like I said, I think our dinners will be lit with the guests we invited. It will be something to talk about. Yes. So, again, where can people find you? What you got going on? When can we expect the merge? And, favorite place to eat?
My favorite place to eat? Oh, probably I haven't been in there since like COVID hit and everything, but I said this last podcast, and I'm gonna say it again because I freaking love this place. There's this place called Noble Vegetarian where I live, and it's like the best like fake meat you could have, and they make like Mongolian barbecue but like fake meat.
There you go.
My God. But it tastes real and it's so good. So if you ever come to Sacramento, people go to Noble Veg. If you're into that type of thing, even if you're like a meat eater, they can find me at twitch.tv/CleverGirl237, of course.
There you go.
I'm going to be putting links to my store once it's up and I figure out what the hell I'm going to name it. And that should be dropping. Like I said, mid next month is my goal. So probably the middle of August. But I will definitely let everybody know. I dropped a little bit of a hint on my Instagram story yesterday.
I know. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yep. Well, I dropped a little teeny hint. So if you want to go check out my Instagram, it's CleverGirl237 Twitch. And you can check out my story, and there's like a little teaser there. But yeah, I've got that in the works. I'm going to be streaming today. After we're done here at 1 p.m. my time, I'm going to start I can't even speak. Resident Evil Revelations.
There you go.
Because I haven't beaten 1 and 2, and that's the only ones that I haven't beaten that I can think of that are like kind of the main kind of games. So we'll be starting that today. I'll have my friend Fireball. So if you guys want to join me, please come at 1 p.m. Pacific time to my channel.
There you go. All the info y'all need to know about Clever Girl. Go follow her. She's amazing. She's super cool. And again, show her some of that love and respect. Go follow her, keep up to date with her. And as you see, she's going to be streaming today, and go catch her stream and wait for that merch. You guys get a little teaser. Go get that merch when it's out. go definitely support. And yeah, everybody, go check out Resident Evil Village. We discussed it today. It is a good game. You will enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And believe me when we say that this could be a nice kicker to start the other games, because Resident Evil got so many other good games. People are missing out. Go play those games.
Yes, go play them immediately.
Yes. Oh yeah, go play that. Go play that. So everybody, thanks for stopping by. Kevin, everybody in the chat, appreciate you. Definitely stay tuned for more. And again, I still want to do that charity stream. Like I said, we'll figure out how can we do that, what game, and I'm down for that. I'm so down for that. So
same here.
We'll keep up to date with that, and then we'll see how can we figure it out. Set that up. Everybody, come correct to the gaming community. Don't be creeps. Don't be nothing. It's all love. It's all peace. Sometimes it could be funny, but don't be that dude. Don't be.
Yeah.
Don't be that dude. Hey, don't be that guy. Once you hear a female gamer, oh damn! It just changes everything.
Right.
Don't be that guy. Again,
yeah.
Show the ladies some love and respect, and it will be returned back the proper way.
Exactly.
Right? There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, one last one. I'm going to throw you a curveball.
Oh, boy.
If you had a billboard message to show the world, what would it be?
Be nice. That's all. Just be kind to everyone. Like, it doesn't cost nothing to be nice to people. Like, I try to give compliments to people, like random people all the time, because you never know what people are going through. Like, you have to have empathy. Like, my philosophy in life is just have empathy. So if I had a billboard, be kind. Just be nice to each other. That's all. Like, that's all the world needs, especially right now, during with everything going on. So I really appreciate nice people. That's for sure.
Bingo. Nothing more, nothing less. Everybody be kind, because again, that's exactly right. You just don't know what people are going through. Be kind, be cool, and believe me, everybody, the tough times will not last. We are here battling that because we can get through it. So don't you give up on your dreams, on things you want to accomplish. Keep with it. Automatically, you will adjust. Maybe that path didn't work, but you don't change the destination, because we will take different paths to get to that one destination that we want to get. But it's like a roller coaster. You will go up, you will go down, but please keep with it, because we don't need no more shattered dreams to give up. No, just keep with it, everybody. It's your boy DJ Gamer, Clever Girl. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you
so much for having me. This is so much fun. We will definitely do this again in the future. You are the awesomest. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Appreciate you so much. And everybody in the chat, peace out. Go check her out. She will be streaming today. It's your boy, DJ Gamer. Peace, everybody.
Bye, guys.